Hello everyone, this is Duni from Drew Academy. It's so lovely to see you on this beautiful day. Now, today is the first day of the month of August. Now, this year has been one very strange year. However, here we are together, able to see the eighth month of this year. And that's one of the reasons why I have decided that today we should talk about something relating to our progress. Okay. Today, we are going to talk about how we set goals and how we achieve these goals. Now, you need to realize that when you have a goal set, it has a first creation. What do I mean by that? When you have a goal, it comes as a thought in your mind, it comes as something conceived, an imagination. Some people will call it a dream. That is how it starts. The next step is actually when it comes real, when it becomes a reality, when you can actually feel and experience what your goal was. That is the second creation phase. However, there are many people who have had thoughts, dreams, imaginations, aspirations, and they did not manage to have the reality come through. Why? There are a few things that people have found that have been useful, turning a thought or an imagination into reality. And that's what I want to share with you today. So, today we are going to talk about 5 steps, okay, of turning a thought to a reality. Now, step number 1 is to actually have that thought. Simple. Have the thought. Dream big. Dream about whatever it is that you have. Or set that goal in your head. Be very clear about your goal. What do I mean by that? You need to look at the details of that goal. What is it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Then you need to know, why do you want that goal? Then you ask yourself, what impact will this goal or this thing I'm dreaming of have on my life and on the lives of those who I care about? Now, when you've asked all those questions, just to establish clarity, you then ask yourself, do I still want this goal? And if the answer is yes, then we move on to step 2. Now, step 2 means the stage where you believe. That is the stage where you 100% believe that you have this. It's going to happen. Now, the thing about this stage is you cannot doubt. You cannot say, I want this, but, or I want this, maybe. No, 100%, I'm going to get it. I want it, I'm going to get it. That is belief. It's having faith that something is going to happen. Now, that's the second. The third phase and the third step is to perceive. Do you know what that means? It means that you need to feel that goal, feel that aspiration as though it was there. I mean, you've thought about it. You believe that you're going to have it. So it shouldn't be too hard to actually feel it as though it was there. So you need to see it with your eyes. You need to hear it. You need to taste it if you can taste it. You need to touch it. Use all your senses. You need to smell it. Any of your senses you can use to take a full recognition of that goal. Use it. Makes it real. It makes it authentic to yourself. So once you've done that, obviously that's not something you need to do for a long period. You don't just lie there and just start to perceive. No, that's called daydreaming. This is more like a visualization um, exercise. Do it regularly. Short periods, regularly. Okay? The next step that we're going to talk about after you've perceived this is to actually conceive a plan. So, how are you going to do this? You know where you are now. You know where you want to go. So, how are you going to get from where you are, A, to where you want to go, B? Now, depending on the gap between where you are and where you want to go, you might need a few steps. Some people will take one long leap and they're there. That's fine. Some people will need two. So let's assume that you need two big steps. So you go from point A, midway, that's one step, and then second step, you get to your destination. Write those steps down. The next thing is to look at the point A to the midpoint and write the little steps that will lead you up from that point to where you want to go, that midpoint. And the little steps that will take you from the midpoint to your final destination. And write them down. When you have written them down clearly, you then move on to the fifth step, which is taking consistent action. We don't want you to kind of go, yeah, I'm going to take a big leap. If you can, awesome. But if not, consistent action, taking it regularly towards your goal will help you a great deal. Now, one very important trick you need to put in when you are doing this is you need to congratulate yourself. You need to celebrate yourself. So if, for example, you had 10 little steps from the beginning to the midpoint, when you do one step, give yourself a high five, a pat on the back. Make sure you celebrate yourself. Yes! You can go, yeah, I'm awesome. I am so good. Yes. If you want to do a little dance, you know why you're doing that? It still comes down to the gratitude we talked about a few weeks ago. That's one. Secondly, when you do that, the reward centers in your brain recognize it and they go, oh, that's good. Oh, I did this and I was recognized. That's awesome. I will do more. You motivate yourself to do more, to take more steps. And that moves you closer to your goal. So these are the 5 steps by which you can move a thought, an imagination, a goal, an aspiration to reality. And the good thing about all this is when people see you moving consistently towards your goal, you will get helpers. Things will start to fall in places, pleasant places for you. And that's the very good thing about taking consistent action. I hope you found this useful. I know that we're probably getting closer to the end of the year than when we started. So that's why I felt the need to share this with you. Almost like a call to reflect on how you have been so far and be able to take account, oh, where do I want to go before this year ends? Okay, so implement this, share this with someone, subscribe so you don't miss any further episodes. Please like the video as well, and let's make this a global thing, a movement for positivity, uplifting each other and uplifting ourselves, so that whatever and wherever we find ourselves, we'll continue to improve and get better. This is Duni from Drew Academy. Next week, we'll see again and I'll be able to talk about a few more tips to improve our well-being. Okay? Until then, I ask that you stay well. Take care.